Hi, morning, everyone. Welcome back to Monica Pai. Aiman here. Right, so let's take a look at the S&P 500 first. So the S&P 500 slipped 0.22% on Wednesday session to close at 7483.22 points as the profit taking and the AI demand jitters affecting the mega cap semicon companies. Right, so the drag in the tech sector was seen after the news of the investors are short selling against the prominent AI leaders. However, Meta acted as the ultimate market anchor, surging heavily after revealing the strategic plans to expand directly into the cloud computing arena. So, in terms of the technical, the index is now testing the 7,500 points level, which act as the immediate cap of the index to propel higher. However, if the bullish momentum to persist, we may see the index to travel higher to its 7,650 points level, right? Looking at the US trading stocks that we published yesterday, right? So we got Vertiv Holdings, stock code VRT. So the stock is experiencing a breakout at a pending breakout at $340 level. So we can expect the stock to travel towards the $370 level on a strong momentum, followed by the next resistance at $400 level. Now, if the counter to reverse, do watch out for the $310 level for the immediate support, as it could indicate an initial trend reversal signal. Also, next we have Palo Alto Network, stock code PANW. So looking at the charts now, the counter charted a high market structure forming a high low pattern formation to test the $360 level. So if the stock to climb up higher, we could see that it might travel towards the $390 level. So now, if the stock to slide lower below the $310 level, so this might signal to a shift in bearish structure, right? So we have one pending breakout stocks, which is Vertiv, and also one breakout stocks, which is Palo Alto Networks for the US trading stocks or the US market. And looking into the China A50 futures, were tumbled by 1.72% on Wednesday's session, driven heavily by the sector rotation out of the large cap blue chips at the start of the um, new new quarter, or the second half, right? So despite the better than expected economic data, with the China's official manufacturing PMI recovering into the expansion territory at 50 for the month of June, I think investors focus heavily into the continued uneven domestic demand, prompting the fund to trim exposure into the index heavyweight in favor of localized small cap technology counter. So looking at the chart here, the 15,500 points level remain as a cap for the index to travel higher. And if the bearish to push, right, we can see that the immediate support is back at 14,700 points level. So if you monitor WTI crude oil futures closely, right, well, it extended the losses on Wednesday session, sliding beneath the 70 dollar per barrel to hit 4-month low. So the sharp decline was heavily accelerated after the Trump optimistically declared that the indirect peace talk in Qatar were progressing well, effectively deflating the market, remaining geopolitical risk premium despite the underlying data showing that US um, uh, inventory or the stockpiles have dropped to their lowest levels in 2018. So if you look at the chart right here, we keep our negative trading bias unchanged. Uh, you know, expecting for the price to decline lower to hit the support of $60 per barrel, together with the $55 per barrel. And to look at our Malaysia market, right? So moving to the FBM KLCI, Bursa Malaysia uh, reverse its intraday gains to kick off the second half of 2026 on the back foot, right? So with the KLCI sliding 0.43% to close at its session low of 1656 points, while the FKLI fell by 0.6%. So if you see here, the index spent most of its day in the positive territory earlier before aggressive wave of bearish intraday move in the final minute of the before closing, right? Hammer the major banking, utility, and also healthcare heavyweights as the broader market lack of the fresh domestic catalyst. So yeah, we notice that the FKLI are now trading below the average line recently after the index move in the bigger consolidation mode, but we still anticipate a rebound as long as the index futures are above the 1650 stop loss level. So shifting to the heat map right here, you see after the dramatic late day reversal on Bursa Malaysia, where the sudden wave of the institutional profit taking dragged the KLCI down by 0.43% to close at its session low of 1656. So again, you can see a severe bleeding across the banking financial heavyweights like Maybank, Public, RHB, and major industrial names as well, like Gamuda, Big Brass Metal, which completely overshadowed the surge in the utility giants like uh, YTL Power, YTL, and a broad recovery within the uh, uh, tech sector as well. Yeah, so moving to our Malaysia trading stocks. So today we have YTL Corporation. Again, YTL Corporation. So the stock is on its breakout formation higher at 2 ringgit and 15 cent level on a strong volume. So with that, we expect the momentum to keep bullish and the stock able to propel higher to test the next resistance at 2 ringgit and 30 cent level, followed by 2 ringgit and 45 cent level. So if this start to clear below this 2 ringgit support, this could reverse the course and trend lower. And also next we have Solar Vest. So the stock is experiencing a breakout as well at 3 ringgit and 15 cent level. So if the stock too remains bullish, we expect the price to reach 3 ringgit and 35 cent uh, resistance level coming session, with the second resistance is back at 3 ringgit and 55 cent level. So do keep an eye at the 2 ringgit and 95 cent level for any attempt of reversal. So today we have two breakout stocks for Malaysia trading counters, right? So yeah. So touching a bit on the YTL Power, just now we are talking about the YTL Corporation, but then this one is YTL Power International. So as some of you have been asking me on this stock recently, so yeah, the stock is experiencing a clear breakout yesterday and close above all of our previous resistance level. Also, if you monitor the MACD indicator closely, indicates that the bullish momentum is getting stronger now after it crosses above the signal line yesterday, right? So what's next? What's next, right? Okay. So yeah, by using the Fibonacci projection level, we can gauge that the next resistance is at 4 ringgit and 70 cent level, and also 4 ringgit and 95 cent level. However, yeah, if you follow my monthly Bumi webinar, right, we need to follow our checklist first, where we need to wait for the pullback to happen before making any decision to make our risk a little bit smaller. Yeah, so talking about the FCPO, the commodity stage a minor rebound of 0.24 yesterday during Wednesday session, finding its immediate cushion as the Indonesia officially commenced its highly anticipated B50 biodiesel mandate on yesterday or the 1st of July. So the near-term upward momentum was further supported by the weaker ringgit and also the global prices and also improving demand prospect from the China following the expansion in June PMI data. So at this juncture, we are looking at the negative ring bias unchanged for now, right? And we believe in the during this bearish setup, the 4,600 level are going to hold, and the commodity may slide lower towards the 4,390 support level in the coming session ahead. Right, so just touching a bit on our ongoing campaign right now. So you can stand a chance to win Tesla and also iPhone 17 if you trade with this. So again, do open account, trade. The more you trade, the higher chance for you to win. Yeah, so I'll stop here and pass you to the next presenter, Adam. Thanks everyone and happy trading.
All right, good morning, everyone. So today we have a company update on Binastra, where yesterday they announced that they secured a 491 million contract from Axim Sri Permai for a 7-story data center at Bandar Sri Permai Sri in Cheras. And just to recap, this is actually the second block of data centers at Bandar Sri Permai Sri by Axim, where the first block was awarded in February this year for a price tag of around 500 million ringgit also. And this project is to be completed within 18 months from 1st July 2026. And it is the 7th data center job which Binastra has secured, and the 3rd job secured for FY27. So year to date of FY27 wins now stands at about 1.3 billion ringgit versus our 3 billion ringgit job replenishment assumptions. We view that Binastra, is continuing to tender for more data center jobs along with some LSS and sewage treatment plants jobs, which should help its job replenishment target to be realized. So at the moment, data center jobs make up about 10 to 15% out of its total 6.8 billion outstanding order book. So all in, we make no changes to our earnings estimates given that the latest job win is within our FY27 target replenishment. So maintain buy with an unchanged target price of 3 ringgit and 10 cents. That's all from me, everyone. Thank you for dialing in today at RGB Morning Kappa at 8. We will see you tomorrow at the same time, same place. So take care, everyone, and have a good trading day ahead. Bye-bye.